Hello, welcome back to News for Geeks. This is Jennifer, your newsreader. Here we have top headlines for you. Number one, the luxury car maker Jaguar and Land Rover teams up with NVIDIA to make a autonomous car development. And one sec. Yes, Mr. Rajesh. Yeah, I'm on live actually. Yeah, do you have some breaking news? I'm actually on live. You wanted to cut it out and bring your news back? Oh, here we go. Stop it. Stop the stream. We have some breaking news. Hello techies. Welcome back to our channel. Let us go together. If you're watching me for very first time, myself Jennifer. I'm working as a senior software engineer. Hello techies. Yes, as you had seen in the promo, this is our brand new series again, following up with Techie Diaries, and this is about news for geeks. Okay, so in this series we are going to bring top hot headlines for you. I'm not going to talk in detail about each headline, but I would bring you the live updates about what's going on in the tech world. Okay, so as developer, we would want to be on updated about the latest trends or updates about software field or in the development field or important technology related updates. Okay, so here comes our new series for you. So you need not to search or you need not to read anything. We would try to give you once in a week, maybe what and all had happened in the whole week. We would try to get you a glimpse of it maybe in the end of the week. Okay, so let's get into the section. Our very first headline is nothing but our Tata owned luxury car dealer Jaguar cum Land Rover. They are teaming up with NVIDIA. We all know about NVIDIA, which is a famous graphics company, gaming graphics and chip making company. If you have high-end laptops or a gaming laptop, you definitely know about NVIDIA's, their GPUs and their processors. They are mind-blowing. So what's the reason behind their collaboration is they wanted to bring up autonomous car technology so that they could compete with Tesla. Okay, so they claim, so it had happened very recently, maybe in a week ago or 3 days ago. Their report says so they are gonna to build NVIDIA software, which is gonna to be a brain and central nerve system for the autonomous car, which is about to come live on 2025, not now. Okay, so it's about NVIDIA's software part, and the cars and everything is from Land Rover Jaguar side. Okay, so we all know that Tata is the actual owner, and we know about the motivational story about how he acquired Land Rover and Jaguar. Okay, so that's not the topic here, right? So in 2025, so their aim is to bring the technology which could provide safety, autonomous car development or driving support, and it could automatically park also, and it could provide driver assistance systems also. So say for an example, I don't want to go for complete autonomous car driving feature support. In that aspect, I could go for driver assistance system. See, I can still sit and still have autonomous driving going on. In emergency situation, I can take control over, right? So this is an awesome technology update, because we are also trying to touch somewhere like Teslas and other things, but we all know that Volvo and Mercedes-Benz and other car companies and all, they are already in collaboration or already in progress about on Robert Bosch as well in autonomous car driving feature development. Okay, as well as the tech giants, something like Google, Amazon, they're all on track already. This is our new rival for the for the queue. All right, so our second hot update or hot news is about GitHub. Okay, we all know that in the recent times vulnerabilities they're trying to rule us. Like if you have somewhat injected code or some vulnerability, if it gets into your computer, we all know about a few attacks like ransomware and many things which had costed a lot about, I mean, from a tech giants or company, they have to pay something to get out, to get those attacks out of their machines, right? So likewise, so to get rid of this vulnerabilities out of your code, so GitHub, they uses this code scanning technologies in the recent days. Okay, so what do they do? If you are importing or if you are uploading your code repository to GitHub, they have their own scanning engine called CodeQL, okay, which is kind of, you know, it maintains a database, okay, and it has its own set of queries. Like if it has to detect a specific vulnerability, say A001, okay, so it has knowledge about it. It has, you know, the deep analysis, deep logical analysis about those. So each and every type of vulnerability is been, you know, is been coded into that, or is been fed into via queries, so that it can run and it can try to scan your code. Okay, so it uses machine learning as well, so that it can have the training set on it. Okay, so it's not possible to, without machine learning, to scan a huge amount of artifactory, or because GitHub contains a very huge amount of code bases into that, right? So we need some artificial intelligence or machine learning into that. So they bring machine learning into that with the help of supervised learning. They are making a huge training set, okay, with which, say for an example, if I'm uploading a code base, it can run a queries, CodeQL queries, and with the help of machine learning, it could say that my code has vulnerabilities or not. Okay, so this is an excellent feature. Okay, so because now, I mean, almost every company is adopting some kind of scanning tool, so that their code might be safe. And here comes our open source code repository as well. Okay, so that's good to hear. Right. So the third hot news is about .NET. I know there are a lot of .NET lovers here, and very happy birthday to .NET, because it is celebrating its 20th birthday. I think in 2002 is what .NET came into actual development world, and it's evolving 20 years, and it's much more to go. So in resemblance or in remembrance of that, they are releasing .NET 7 preview in this month. I think February 2002 is what .NET came into development world. It was a baby, but now it's grown up as like 20 years, right? Right. So actual .NET GA release or general available release is about to land in November 2022. So what can we expect in this .NET 7? So it's gonna to help a lot with cloud native technologies or methods that could be helpful to the developers, and it could help developers to work with containers a lot, and it could bring up some tools which could upgrade your legacy projects easily. Okay, so these are all the highlights that's been provided by Microsoft .NET team and what you could expect, right? So wait for some more time, or if you want to just try out with preview, go ahead and try out, right? So the next important update would be from website side. So Firefox or Mozilla, it is announcing a warning to all those websites, okay, about Firefox 100 or Chrome 100 user agent feature. Okay, so if you are a web developer, you will be knowing about user agent. If you are not, let me just try to give you a short explanation about it. User agent is a string, okay, so that gives you the information about the browser, which might be a string that you are seeing on the screen right now, which would be a combination of version and your browser details, and with some of the technologies that it's using for. Okay, so maybe this string is for Chrome and this string is for Firefox. Okay, so in general, if you are querying about the website that you want to probe some information about, it will give you back the information about the browser in terms of user agent string. Okay, so using that, you could just play around. Maybe in your code, you can conditionally check whether it is this browser or that browser or something like that. Okay, so if you are some parsing libraries, maybe some third-party libraries, or if your code is using some hard-coded values to parse that user agent, your website or your code is expected to be broken, because they have changed or they are experimenting this feature and expecting the actual user agent string to be of 3-digit version, which is like 100. That is what they are calling Firefox or Chrome 100 user agent feature, right? So be cautious or be alert. Okay, so just check out the libraries that you're using and all those things. The last and final hotline update for you is about famous developer recruiting online platform and online assessment platform called Coding Game and CodePad. They had recently conducted a survey with 4,000 developers to come up with what is the top 3 skills that recruiters or hot skills that recruiters are looking for in 2022, and what's the top 5 languages that's been rated in 2022 from the developers itself. Okay, so it's not a standard team which does the surveys and all those things and all. Here comes the list for you. Okay, so the number 1 hot skill that recruiters are looking for is website development or web development. If you are a web developer, be happy. Number 2 would be AI or machine learning development. Yes, because the whole world is revolving around automating things or automatically feeding the knowledge so that everything can be automated. So here you go. And the third thing goes for DevOps, right? So without DevOps, the current things are nothing, because everything is going into CI and CD, which is continuous integration and continuous development. So there comes the role of DevOps, right? And the top 5 languages that's been rated by 4,000 developers, the number 1 goes to JavaScript. So JavaScript, we all know it comes in place of wherever, like it might be a cloud, it might be a website development, it might be background for native programming languages like C++ and other things. So without JavaScript, we could not imagine anything in these days. So obviously JavaScript goes as a number 1 programming language. Number 2 and 3 have been shared between Python and Java, okay, but more predominantly by Python, because it involves into machine learning and data related programming or data related projects, which is what most of the government project or most of the social media related projects and all are dealing with. Data is what ruling the world. Okay, so if you want to learn or if you want to be on trend or on top updated ones, you could learn any of these programs. Obviously Java is still being on number 3rd. Many of the projects or many of the live applications are still being used by Java. So if you are a Java developer, don't worry, you are still on the top highlighted programming languages space, right? And the 4th language goes to TypeScript. If you don't know about TypeScript is nothing but the programming language or the script developed by Microsoft itself to overcome the shortcomings of JavaScript. So JavaScript doesn't support type basically. So there you could just add anything. There is no specific type and all in JavaScript. So there comes the role of TypeScript. Okay, and JavaScript superset is another language which is in the place 5th. Okay, so here we have all those trending programming languages and the top skills that recruiters are looking for, and the top 3 libraries or the frameworks that's used by the developers are Node.js, React and .NET Core. So these are all the things that I had come up, I had got it for you. I'll see you with some interesting content on the next video. Until then, bye bye, take care. If you're watching for the very first time and if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. And we have contents about coding, live coding or live project building, personality development and live blogs walkthrough, and we have tech diaries, our new series and all those things. So please subscribe, share, like and comment however you feel about the video. Let's spread the technical literacy throughout the globe. Thank you for watching our video.